Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is analysis of a complex position. We have covered some positions of this topic before also. So we have got a position here with white to play. So first I would suggest that you should try to solve this position completely, try to figure out firstly whether white is winning and then try to break down the position either by calculation or by the methods we are discussing here. White has some active pieces. Black king is definitely much worse than the white king. The knight is eyeing the g6 square. This knight can jump to e5. Bishop wants to move and the rook wants to join the h1 square. The white queen and rook are looking bit inactive, but they are much better off than the black pieces. Black, who is exchange up, his rook is not any better than white's knights. Knight on c8 is also poorly placed. And the opposite colored bishop makes the attack even more easy to conduct. So white looks at the move ne5. See, most obvious move. Knight aims to jump at g6. This bishop is opened. So definitely we can say white should have much better play. Let's get into the calculation quickly. After knight e5, one of the main moves is queen e8. And we see that there is knight g6 check hg. And see, the rook wants to come to h1. But before that, the bishop has to move. And then we see the move bishop c4. See, the bishop can be sacrificed perhaps. That is rh1 mate, so we are forcing bc, and then after rh1 check, kg8, there is qc4 check. That makes the position look almost winning. There is the move rook f7, and we need to see precisely what happens over there. Let's play and see. White went knight e5, queen e8. Black didn't play queen e8 in the game. Knight g6 check, h takes g6, and a very strong bishop c4. Now rook h1 is made. This is like the Greco's mate pattern. g8 square is guarded by the bishop and check on the h file leads to mate. So b takes c4 forced, rook h1 check, king g8, qc4 check. Now see the point. If rook comes to f7, then just knight g6 and rook h8 mate is unstoppable. So black can consider the move queen f7 because white has sacrificed quite a lot. And after nf7, rook f7, there are three pieces for the queen, rook, knight and the bishop. But the white queen is very powerful, and see the weakness is the f7 rook. Can you find the best move for white? Many students have suggested the move queen e6, which is of course good. Black can play rook c7. The game can continue like the analysis which we will have. Also the move rook h8, kh8, queen f7 suggested by many. There also there is rc7. But same play can happen like in the analysis we see now. White has the very strong move. See, the rook is pinned. We want to attack with g6. g6 pawn is the defender. White goes f5. It's game over. No defense to either fg6. So to after fg5, fg6, the rook is simply lost. And after g takes f5 also g6 and the whole rook is lost. So white will win. Now we'll look at the main move. In the game, black went with the move queen e6, keeping control of the a2 g8 diagonal and also keeps the knight on e5 attacked. Now see, white notes one thing. He wants the bishop on this diagonal and he wants to drive this queen away. So firstly what he wants, he can consider the move f5 because queen is the defender and there is both ng6 checks. Of course, h knight should move to g6. When after hg we want rook h1 check. So there are two ideas. See, when the king goes to g8, we definitely want qc4 to come as a check. So first white sacrifices. See these moves, he is changing the order of moves brilliantly. First goes bishop c4, forcing b takes c4 and now f5. Even allowing the move cb3 which doesn't change anything in the position actually. After cb just king a1 and now see the queen is still attacked. And the queen has to leave this diagonal. The first main line, if queen insists on remaining on the diagonal, there is a very nice finish. Knight g6 check, h take g6 and not rook h1. But other way around, first knight g6 check, kh7 and see rook h1 is checkmate. But what will happen after the move queen e5? We must be wondering, right? But then comes knight g6 check, h takes g and now black was struck by the stunning move f takes g6. See the brilliant point of the combination. there are multiple threats now. The main being rook h1 check, king g8, rook h8, king h8, queen h1, and mate on the square h7. Mostly see this threat itself is very difficult to stop. Like has the only move perhaps qg5. First rook h1 check, kg8. Again white mixes the move. Rook h8 is blunder. So qc4 check, q d5. Only move. But now see white mates by force after rook h8, king h8. The same idea. The queen is deflected away from the h6 square. Now kg8 and qh7 mate. Brilliant tactical play by white, we must say. So if we break down the position using various methods of calculation, namely here we discussed altering the move order, asking those two questions, what is the weakness, who is the defender, and using the ideas, then solving a complicated position can become easy. I hope you are finding these lessons useful and instructive. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.